The action rolls on. Game number 2. Liman and Gagarin. So I was mentioning, we got teams from all over the world. 7 of the top 14. Liman out of Serbia. One of a few Serbian powerhouses. The primary powerhouse has been Novi Sad. They've won more than anybody else. But this Liman team, oh, they something to deal with. They don't even need 4 players to beat most teams. You talk about warrior mentality. They come out with Stefan Kojic after sitting out the Montreal Masters with an Achilles injury that held him out. You got the top scorer on the tour this year, the big boy rocking number 3. That's Mihailo Vasquez. He's joined by Alexander Radkov, Maxim Kovacevic, and Stefan Kojic. Kojic MVP of the Debrecen Masters. So Liman is one of 6 teams to win a Masters this year. Gagarin still trying to get there. So this Gagarin team is out of Russia. And they've had success at some of the national competitions. These are the same 4 that won gold at the U23 World Cup last year. Shout out to Russia, who just won the U23 Nations League as well. They come out with Danil Abramovsky, Alexander Antonikovsky, Stanislav. Oh, he got game. And of course Alexander Zhuev, the number 1 out of Russia. They'll handle the coin flip and determine who's going to take the rock. Ref Matic and Ref Glenn with the whistles. It's official. Game 2 getting ready to get underway. This Gagarin team were kind of the new kids on the block. Last year we saw them go from the qualifying draw all the way to the final in Prague. They ended up losing that tournament to Novi Sad. They served notice. At that moment. They've yet to get back to that level though. And that's going to be the question if they can do it here in LA. Vasquez sets the screen. Kovacevic, you cannot leave that man open. He will shoot the lights out. His first 2-piece is wet. Russia on the attack. Vasquez with the good D. Antonikovsky couldn't track it down. Radkov in there trying to mix it up. We got a kick ball. So the rock over to the guys in green. Kojic, a welcome sight for this Liman team as we get a look back at the Kovacevic 2-piece, no biscuit. This dude has 6 of those in the Debrecen final. You're talking about a man on fire. Almost nicknamed Increasy Bear. He's been a catalyst for this Liman team who are playing, who are still with arguably their best player, Stefan Kojic. Stefan Stojic, excuse me. Kojic is back. Stefan Stojic, okay, Mr. Robot, has dealt with a couple of calf injuries that have derailed his summer and the start of this 2019 season, so he's still in recovery. But the good news for this Liman team is they do have a sub, and he's wetter than a submarine, Kovacevic. He's got all 4 of Liman's points. Liman also your tour leader, tops of in terms of the tour standings. They're ranked number 3 in the world, but in terms of the tour standings, they've earned more points than anybody else this year. 535 in front of Novi Sad, Riga. Big reason for that is because of Liman's participation. They played in every single Masters here in 2019. This is number 9. Number 9 of 12 on the season. So we got a clock issue. We're getting straightened out. And now it's good to go. Here we go. Kovacevic. He's the man with the hot hand. Nice pass. Threaded the needle to Radkov. And it's 5-1 out of the gates just like that. That 4-1, I'm assuming that one of Kovacevic's 2s, maybe the 2 in the corner, was foot on the line. So that'll be actually a 4-1 game. Tony Koski, he hands it off. Long ball, too long. Now Mihailo Vasquez, top scorer on the tour. Sharon is Karen. He sets the table for Ratkov. Good eating. 4-point lead, and Tony Koski fouled on his way to the bucket. He took a shot in the beak, and he's going to shoot one. So Alexander Antonikovsky, love his game. Big guy, a lot of skill, nimble-footed, and he can stroke a free throw too. Vasquez, bully ball. No choice but to foul down there. That's a lot of man coming your way. Couple of fouls on Gagarin. 3 on Liman as Vasquez cruises to the crib yet again. He gets a warning though, and it's a good teaching moment because after a made bucket, you cannot defend in that semicircle under the bucket. That's the restricted area. You got to give the rebounding team an opportunity to clear it before you do that. So you get a warning, and the next time you get a technical. So put that in your back pocket for all you newbies. Oh, well, we're going to see how hard they ride. Vasquez, he gives it up. Kovacevic late in the shot clock. Couldn't torch him that time. Zuev takes advantage. Ratkov fell asleep. He got an easy bucket. 6-3 game. Triggers pulled, and it's delivered. Wet business. Courtesy of Stanislav Sharov. 24 years old. It's crazy when your 2 oldest members on your team are 24. I say the future is right for Gagarin.
Shot ball so hot. Yeah. What's 50 grand?
You know when they turn that jig on, I got to do it. I got to do it at least one time. Koyet step back. Missed it. Short. Ratkov. Snatched the board. Using the scrimp underneath. 2-point game. Now it's Antonikovsky's turn. Impressive mustache. Not so impressive on the layup. It's recovered from Zuev, though. And scored. We got a 1-point game. 7-6. Just under 7 minutes to play. Ratkov going to the drop step. But he has it packed back in his face. Kovacevic. 9-6. That's a couple of 2 pieces from Kovacevic in this game. And a TV timeout. So Liman out of Serbia, looking to stay on top of the tour standings. Why is this important? Well, because in our final regular season Masters, after our final regular season Masters, the top 12 teams will compete in the World Tour Final. That's coming up in Utsunomiya, Japan, November 2nd and 3rd. Our final Masters will be held in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. That's October 18th and 19th. Top 12 advance. Stanislav. Too long on the 2 ball. Three-point contest. Gagarin, 4 fouls. Liman with 4 as well. $30,000 at stake here in El Segundo as Mihailo gets to his spot. Didn't put enough sauce on the shot. Now it's time to D up. Can he stay in front of Abramovsky? Not that time. A foul on the floor. Abramovsky wanted continuation, but hard to argue for that. Worth a try, though. 6 minutes to play. Zuev He made it through the metal detectors. He came in strapped. He's shooting. So is Kovacevic, but he misses. Vasquez there to clean up the mess, though. 2-point game. That one knocked down from 2 range. It's all even after the Russian Ruger connects. Kovacevic, oh, missed the reverse. They try to sneak in from out of bounds and get the ball. I think he had a foot on the line. So 5.5 to play. We got a 10-10 game. In a 10-minute sprint to 21. There's a sprint to the rack. Keep up if you can. Abramowski with the score now. He finds himself in the mismatch on the wrong end of it. Although he held his ground, Vasquez misses the crib. Zuef, oh, set the table beautifully. And Tonikoski, excuse me, is going to get the score to make it 12-10. This is Pool B action. You also have Jeddah out of Saudi Arabia, an exciting up-and-coming team on the tour this year, competing in this group. She's known as the Pool of Death. Toughest pool in the group. Kovacevic. The rim was about 3 feet to the right. That would have been good. It's a good look. But the execution wasn't there on the back door. So the rock will go over to the guys in green. Funny thing about this Liman squad. 3 weeks ago, they had to play in the final of that Debrecen Masters that I mentioned with 3 players. No Kojic. They didn't need him because Kovacevic went bananas. Then they reached the semifinals of the Montreal Masters as Vasquez gets to the rim. And they even beat the eventual winner, Shake Gubale, playing 2 against 3. Insane. This game getting pretty crazy, too. 12-11, 4.5 to play. Vasquez taking him to the post office. And he delivers the mail. Take that with you. Rakov with the quick hands, but not quick enough. He's whistling for the foul after the deflection. 6 fouls apiece, 12 points of the piece. It's dead even across the board. Another sneaky pass. Put that in a hole the size of a pin needle. Oh, and then there's Ratko. All net, all wet. Liman in front. Kovacevic. He'll take the handoff. He's heading to the rack. A foul call on Black. That's number 7 now. So after a TV timeout, we'll see a couple of free throws for Team Liman. Look back at a few of the highlights in this one. I'm wondering how some of the teams got here. Gagarin qualified to play here in Los Angeles after winning the Yishang Challenger, or finishing second at that Yishang Challenge, I should say. Racco up to the strike. Oh, misses the first of 2. He'll get another shot here. Racco, MVP and top scorer of the World Tour Mexico City Masters in 2017. His team leading 15-13 after his trip to the free throw strike. They'd love to see him in MVP form yet again here in El Segundo. Oh, Zuev lured him to sleep with the jab step and then splashed him in the face. A wake-up call. 15 up. 3.5 to play. Ratko pulling up and missing to the left. Ball finds its way back to him. He gets it down to Vasquez. Vasquez, big boy ball. 1-point lead for the Serbians. Gagarin out of Russia in a rush to the cup. Stanislav couldn't hit it, but he kept it alive. And Antoni Koski is able to get it to go. Kovacevic step back. Ooh, missed it front rim. He gets it back. He gets to the cup, missed the crib. Oh, look at the D underneath. Antoni Koski, credit him for the effort. It's hard for one dude to defend two, though. 16 all. Stanislav bottoms up. 17-18. Gagarin in front. After that last two-piece. Look again. No hesitation on the release. Nothing but nylon. What a game. Game 2, Pool B. Shout out Noah Lazarus. Getting the crowd into it early here, day 1. 3x3 making its return to the USA for the first time in 5 years. Happy to have it back. Just happens to be my own backyard. Kovacevic now, down low. Ratko, what's he gonna do? He said, I'm gonna show you. Oh, you gotta be quicker than that. He's called for the violation. 12-second shot clock makes things a little bit differently. You can't blink. They fell asleep on Antoni Koski. He's got a bucket. 19-17, Vasquez. He's gonna make it a 1-point contest, approaching the 2-minute mark. Oh, off-balance shot from Zuev. Sometimes, typically you might say that's a bad shot, but trust me, he's got the range to make shots like that. Just didn't happen to make that one. So the ball over to Kovacevic and company. Oh, that's just chemistry. That's just knowing exactly where to place the ball and knowing exactly where to be. As Ratko has us at a 19-19 tie with 1:58 to play, but a foul that will put Abramovsky on the free throw line and a chance to win it here for the Russians. So Daniil Abramovsky. Not only did he play for the U23 World Cup team and the senior level World Cup team, he also played for Russia at the Youth Olympic Games in 2014. He's got the game in his hands right now, and he missed the free throw. So it's going to stay 20-19. Liman's going to be looking for a 2-ball here. Kovacevic up fake, put it up, missed it. Big rebound here from Antoni Koski. Zuev, they don't need 2, all they need is 1. Instead, they take 2. No action that time. And Ratko for the win. He missed it. Zuev swings it across. Abramovsky all by himself, missed it. Zuev now on the move. Runs into some D. They leave Abramovsky by himself. Man, Liman playing with fire. They ain't got burned yet. Instead, they'll take a timeout. They'll regroup. They'll hit the court with 1:17 to play. And a chance to still win this one again. First to 21 wins it. Oh, they don't get the timeout. They go straight to it. But they nearly turn it over. Let's get a look at what the decision is going to be. Okay, so it's ruled Gagarin ball. And I mentioned earlier, they have the opportunity to challenge. It's an out-of-bounds challenge. We're under 2 minutes to play. So we'll see if Liman is proven right on this out-of-bounds challenge. If so, then they'll get possession of the ball. And also have a chance to challenge again if it presents itself in the last 1:14. What's good? Hope y'all enjoying it so far. We're just getting started. FIBA 3x3 World Tour, powered by the LA Times. Coming at you from El Segundo at 3x3 The Voice. Kyle Montgomery in your ear. What's happening? Out of bounds challenge still going down. Ref Glenn to it. I can read his lips. He said black ball. It is. It's going to be black ball. So great defensive play from the Russians to retain the possession. They can win it here. All they need is one score. No matter how it comes. So here we go. Zuef moves right. They left him open like a double click, and he couldn't connect. Now Zuef coming to the cup this time. Oh, the suffocating defense. Liman fight tooth and nail all the way to the end here. Looking for their second Masters win here in 2019. Stanislav. These goals ain't loyal. No, they ain't. Liman's still very much alive. Now it's 20 up. Next point wins. Here we go. Stanislav, quick move to the rack, but Mihailo wasn't having it. Now he says, welcome to my world. The post office. Oh, Ratkov going down and jump ball. Okay, jump ball situation, always awarded to the defense. So it'll be black ball. Jump ball is as good as a steal. So the rock over to the Russians with a chance to win it. Game point, next score wins, and they're gonna leave Zuef all by, wow. They double dared him, and he was scared, missed it. Now Ratkov, oh, beautiful setup, and Vasquez completes the comeback as Liman steal one from Gagarin, 21-20, and things just starting to heat up here in El Segundo. Look again, your Tiso buzzer beater, courtesy of the nice setup, bounce pass, great vision, and Mihailo Vasquez, your leading scorer on the tour in 2019 for a reason. He's always available, and he don't discriminate. Anybody can get it. Just so happen to be the Russians this time around. Few looks at that one. Credit the heart and the fight from this Liman team, who still find a way to get it done.